Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Nash as we look at 3 players to keep and 3 players to bring in for next season. So, Tim, your 3 indispensable members of the squad are?
Well, they are Benik Afobe, Dominic Iorfa and Nuadiko.
Right.
Benik Afobe has been an outstanding addition ever since his signing in January, and it already is starting to look a snip at 2 million after his 13 goals in 21 games. Dominic Iorfa is a monster of a player in the making, who's played 22 games in his first season at this level, really his first season in professional football apart from a brief loan spell at Shrewsbury. And at 19 has made the England under 20s team and looks like he could carry on being a marauding threat at this level, as well as at international level, and I'm sure there are already Premier League clubs looking at him. And then finally Nuadiko, who ended up with 15 goals to be joint top scorer, I think 14 in the League One behind Bakary Sakho. Showed his pace and tenacity and also ability to get a goal on many occasions. So and at 22 he's only going to get better. So those are the 3 must stays for me.
Do you feel there'll be plenty of inquiries for all 3 of them during the summer?
I certainly think for I think there'll be teams who have watched Afobe and Iorfa. I think Dicko needs to continue to prove himself in the Championship first. I mean the other 2 do as well. I think before they can think about the higher level. I think a lot of people will be looking to see what Afobe can do with another season Championship football under his belt first. I think likewise Iorfa will be left to develop. I think, but they've all got huge potential.
And 3 players to potentially bring in.
Well, I think everybody's looking at the wide left area where it's going to be vacated by Bakary Sakho, and I've put forward Newcastle Sami Amiobi as a potential replacement there. I realise Amiobi can play on either wing, but can operate in that wide left area. He's out of contract at the end of the season, which makes him attractive to a lot of clubs.
Sure.
He needs regular football, which he's not always had at Newcastle, and might get at Wolves as opposed to another Premier League club. Will cost a little bit of compensation at 23 because he's not a Bosman, but I'm sure that'll be within Wolves' remit.
Number 2?
I've gone for because I just think that Kenny might strengthen in the central midfield area, and he's a player who's I've always liked the look of. I like goal-scoring midfielders, and okay, Wolves have got that. You could argue in Dave Edwards, but I think in Grant Ledbetter, who has played very well at this level for Ipswich and Middlesbrough. He's somebody who's got a goal in him, got a fantastic shot on him. And if Middlesbrough don't go up, I don't know, he might just look at his options. And he can put a foot in as well, so for me he's a very good option to have there.
Yeah, and a good strong character as well in the dressing room, which is always helpful.
Yeah, I think Wolves lack a little bit of leadership. I know Kevin McDonald's extremely experienced, with only over 300 league appearances under his belt at the age of 26. But for me, Kevin's not a natural kind of leader type. Maybe not the most vocal, which I do think they could do with that. Somebody at times to bring to put his foot on the ball, put a foot in as well, and also bring these young lads on.
Sure. Number 3.
Finally, I'm going to go for an old target here because Wolves have lost 3 forwards already this summer, not including Sakho, with the departure of Kevin Doyle, Leon Clark and Jake Cassidy, and so there's an obvious kind of vacuum, if you like, for a physical presence. And I think they could do a lot worse than bringing Chris Wood, who finished the season on loan at Ipswich, but probably inauspiciously really. Didn't have the best of spells at Portland Road, hasn't scored in 8 games for them, but has proved what he can do at this level in the past, with a really successful loan spell at Millwall under Jacket. So we know he was on the radar last summer, and when Wolves failed to get him, but the time could be right this time.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a busy summer. You can follow all the latest transfer news by following Tim exclusively at expressionstar.com.